Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, are you trying to get higher limit lines of credit and loans, all right, from one institution instead of jumping around from bank to bank? Well, then I would tell you to check out Fifth Third Bank. Now, the reason why you want to check out Fifth Third is because not only do they service you on the personal side, but they also service you on the business side. Now, understanding out of all transparency, Fifth Third Bank is not a nationwide bank. So they're not like Navy Federal Credit Union, okay, that serves people nationwide. They are geo-restricted. Now, in terms of being geo-restricted, these are the states that they operate in. Now, sometimes people use the loophole of they may set up their business, have somebody to do a registered agent in one of these states, okay? And then having somebody to do a registered agent in one of these states, opening up a business, then they would apply for funding from Fifth Third Bank. So that's one way that people have been able to, or they may have a family member or something that stays in one of these states and they may fly out and then apply for credit cards and lines of credit from Fifth Third Bank. So there are ways to become a member without actually living in that state, okay? But out of all transparency, they only operate in those states. Now, and that's the reason a lot of people have harder chances of being approved for funding and stuff because of that. Now, some of the things that I do like about Fifth Third Bank is because of their loan limits and their lines of credit. And because of their loan limits go from anywhere from $2,000 up to $50,000. And the interesting thing about this is that with their loans and lines of credit, most of the time they're going to pull your TransUnion. And another good thing about this is that you do not have to have that 740, 750 credit score. The average credit score to be approved for like the loans and credit score and credit cards and stuff is averaging between 680 to 700 credit score. So if you have between a 680 to 700 credit score, you should be good, all right? Now, again, one of the things I wanted to point out, if you pay attention right here, simple digital application for loan amounts up to $25,000. So it's basically saying one application for this. Now, do Fifth Third Bank request proof of income? Depending on the banking relationship. So that's the reason I always tell people, if you're trying to go for larger lines of credit and loans and stuff like that, you really should open up a personal checking account and a savings account. And especially if you have a business, open up a business account. Now, here's the interesting thing about this. With their signature loans, the interest rates start at 8.74 and goes up to 21.49. However, I always tell people I would go for the lines of credit. Now, the lines of credit, they start from $5,000 up to $100,000. Understanding that the interest rate starts much higher at 10%. But here's the difference between the two. If you go for the loan and you pay it off, then you have to reapply for it. However, with the line of credit, once you get that line of credit, you just pay it down and use it over and over and over. So that's the reason that I like the lines of credit, because you have more flexibility without having to always have to reapply. Now, here's another interesting thing about Fifth Third. Once they do that hard inquiry, you can apply for multiple products. That's right, you can apply for multiple products. So say that you get the line of credit, then you want to go and apply for like the credit cards. Now, here's the best credit cards you want to get with them, because it's 0% interest for 21 months on purchases and balance transfer. 21 months of no interest. So that's going to also give you leverage right there. So this is the credit card I would definitely go for. Now this is MasterCard, okay? Here's the key about some MasterCards. If it says World Elite MasterCard, then most of the time with the World Elite MasterCards, they usually start at about $5,000. Just like with Visa signature cards. Usually Visa signature cards, depending on the situation, most of them would start at about $5,000 or higher. And again, it also depends on the financial institution. All right, so just keep that in mind. Now, there's something else that I really like about Fifth Third Bank. And like I said, if you're able to get into this financial institution, I would definitely encourage you to get into this financial institution. Because the things that they work with you on, let's just talk about like the business lending side of it, right? So with the business lending, let's look at their products. This is what people are excited about. They have the Fifth Third Fast Capital. Now, again, they won't do a 4506T. However, they more than likely want to see bank statements, okay? So, again, if you are an independent contractor, okay, and you are making money, say that you're Uber, Lyft, DoorDash driver or something like that, and you're making money, but it's under your social. Again, this is what I mean about you're leaving money on the table because you're not a structured business. All right. Now, please understand this, that there are companies out there that will give you money as an independent contractor if you're not even registered as a business. Like, say, like Giggle Finance. They would do that. However, when you're trying to get large lines of credit for your business stuff, you definitely should be structured as a business. Now, if you don't know how to do that, you can click the link in the description to do that. However, I would definitely tell you, you're running the risk of not only personal liability when you're not structured as a business, but again, you're missing out on money. Now, here's the cool part about it, because they offer loans with Fifth Third Bank on the Fast Capital from $10,000 up to $100,000. Again, they're looking at your revenue. They're looking at your bank statements. They are going to look at your personal credit. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Yes, they are going to look at your personal credit. So don't think, it's just my business. No, they still look at the personal credit. And again, like I said, because with that one hard pull, you're possibly able to apply for multiple products. Now, if you get multiple products on the personal side with that one hard pull, will they do the hard pull for the business? Sometimes they may just use the same inquiry for the business as well. All right. Now, if you guys have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.